Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a deep clean video of all the kitchen appliances that I have put off cleaning for a very long time. The first thing I'm going to start cleaning are our blue suede kitchen stools. Now we've just started allowing Pollyanna to sit at them and her hands have caused a lot of trouble for these chairs. I've been meaning to clean these for such a long time. I can't believe the state that we've let them get to. I wanted to just save it and film it for this video to show you how well they do clean up. I actually had no idea if they would go back to new condition. Wait and see, and you will see that I got everything out. All I've done is filled the sink up with warm water from the tap and added some comfort into that. I used a minky to clean them, and I used the rough side and simply dipping it into the water a few times and then rubbing on the marks, and everything came off perfectly.
Memories are chasing you away from my reality, breaking us into pieces. Once you were my dream. I don't know where we went wrong. You knew the answers all along. It's up to me to say to you.
I done the same technique to all three and they cleaned up beautifully. I also cleaned the legs of the chairs and then finished off with a spray of Febreze on each one.
It's a waste of time, the things you do. Those summer nights, I'm letting you go.
The next appliance to tackle was the washing machine, and I've not touched this since we've moved into the house. Again, it is another item that is disgustingly filthy, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. I started with the tray drawer and I took everything that was in there and took it apart and put it in the sink in warm water to clean. I gave it a spray with some Dettol bathroom spray. I feel that this helps get out all the muck. So I used that and then added warm water, and then I tackled inside the tray. I just went in with a sponge cloth and had to really scrub around in here. There was quite a lot of build-up of comfort products, so I really had to get into it. I found that using the sponge cloth allowed me to get some water from the sink and then rinse it into here just to help release the build-up of comfort. Make sure you get your fingers into the holes at the sides. That's where all the comfort goes down into, and sometimes that can get blocked. And also don't forget to clean the top of this little tunnel. It took me about 10 minutes to get this looking almost good as new, but it's so satisfying to see it look so clean. I'm then going to tackle the drawer that's in the sink and give that a good clean and make sure there is no more comfort product or dirt on this. Another great thing to do when you are cleaning your washing machine, deep cleaning it, is to empty your filter. I can't do this today, however, because our washing machine is built in and I can't get to the filter without taking off one of the skirting boards of the island. And I also have to take off the cupboard door, so I'm going to leave that to another day, but you can YouTube that or Google it and find out how to do it. But that is where a lot of fluff and dirt and pennies and things get stuck, and it sometimes leads to breaking your machine. When the drawer's all sparkling and clean, it's ready to be popped back into the machine. Some Dettol onto your cloth and then clean the rim of the washing machine. Make sure you get your fingers underneath the bottom of it, and there's a few separate bits that you can just tuck your finger into and there'll be a lot of build up of different dirts and dust in there. When finished, add a cup of white vinegar into the washing machine, followed by a capful of bicarbonate of soda, and then put it on a quick wash. Throw in the sponge that you were using as well, and that will give it a good clean. Now it's time to clean the front of your machine. For this I use Flora diluted in a little spray bottle. I'm also peeling off the sticker that came with the washing machine. That just shows you how little I clean this thing.
Memories are chasing me away from
The next big appliance is the dishwasher, and this is disgusting. I am really shocked at how we have left this. So to start, I take out all the baskets and the trays.
reality, breaking me into pieces.
Started by giving the door a wipe down with some Dettol. I cleaned the front of the door and also around the edges. Really focus around the edges because there's a lot of build up of dirt.
I wake up from my...
Make sure you clean the part where you put your tablets in. I would use a toothbrush for this. A toothbrush really helped when cleaning the dishwasher because there was a lot of different little ridges and edges that I couldn't get into with my cloths.
I dream, I don't know where we went wrong, and you know the end.
It's then time to take out your filter. I put this in a sink of warm water and I couldn't believe the build-up that was on this. I also had water that was left in the dishwasher which wasn't draining away, so I'm assuming there is a little blockage. To be completely honest with you, I had no idea where to start with this one, so I sprayed Dettol all on the inside, went in with a cloth, a sponge cloth, and just hoped for the best. I tried to tackle one side at a time and go from there.
All alone, now it's up to me to say to you, it's a waste of time.
I found a Dishmatic filled with washing up liquid worked really good for getting around the edges and the build up of dirt.
The things we do, those summer nights, I'm letting you go. Oh, it feels too much, so I'm letting you go. Oh, I am those summer nights, I'm letting you go. I kissed goodbye before letting you go. Letting you go.
I then got into the corners with a small toothbrush. I found that the Dishmatic was too square to get into the corners, and then the toothbrush was always great for getting around the edges and really getting into those rubber seals.
No, it's up to me to say to you, I'm letting you go, and so should you. Letting you go.
I managed to unplug the dishwasher and get rid of all of the excess water and made sure I used the toothbrush to clean all the little nooks and crannies. Once it was all clean inside, I sprayed the whole of the dishwasher with white vinegar and then wiped it with kitchen roll.
It feels too much, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go.
Once the dishwasher is all clean, I then headed over to the sink and cleaned all of the bits that I had taken out. It's then ready to be all put back together, looking as good as ever. next job is the bins. So I start obviously by emptying them, and then I take them out so that I can spray inside and outside and clean all around, all inside and underneath. Around the edge of the bins can get really dirty with crumbs and just dirt, so I always make sure I give this a good spray of Dettol and a good clean, and also clean underneath where the bins go into. A Dishmatic again with washing up liquid is just perfect for this job, so I get inside and I get it all cleaned. Once it's as clean as can be, I'll use kitchen roll to soak up the rest of the residue and as much of the wetness as I can.
We try to find our ways in life to give our hearts and soul a peace of mind, but you just wanna drink your wine and grab the glass and let it go down. But I can hold you in it.
I use my diluted Sephora spray to do the outside of the bin, and I find that this helps that every time you open the bin drawer, you kind of get a whiff of Sephora, which is really nice.
Longer I can cope 'cause you're a storm.
I fold a piece of kitchen roll and add a capful of Sephora onto each one and put them in the bins before placing the bin bags in.
Longer I can cope 'cause you're a storm. I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over.
It was then on to the final clean of today, and that's the cooker. We actually have 4 cookers, but today I only managed to do 1. I started with the pink stuff and I placed that all onto the bottom where it's really quite grubby and really stiff dirt. And I used a Scrub Daddy to really get into it.
Was it all in my head? Did we try too hard and lost it all instead? Was it all?
Don't forget to take out the seal and give that a good wipe around. A lot of crumbs can get underneath that.
On me? Oh, you backed away so far I couldn't see how far you drifted away.
I'm going to start on the oven doors and using a toothbrush get in between these little nooks and crannies that are on like the handle of our ovens, which are pull and slides.
How far you drifted away.
I'm going to use my Scrub Daddy and the pink stuff again on the doors. This worked really, really well. I just kept applying it, then wiping it off and then reapplying it. I managed to get all of the marks of the oven doors.
You drifted away from me. I held your hand when time was rough. I tried to keep your feet on the ground, but you just wanna drink your beer and grab the glass and let it go down. We're going.
I found this so tough to get off the bottom of the oven, so I added some more pink stuff and I left it on for as long as I could while I went over and scrubbed the racks and tried to get them as shiny and sparkly as I could.
We're going down. Now I can't hold you any longer. I can't cope 'cause you're a storm. A storm, a storm. I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over. Was it all in my head? Did we try too hard and lost it all instead? Was it all?
There were still bits on the bottom of the oven which I couldn't get off, so if anyone has any tips on how to get this off, please let me know. I then sprayed some white vinegar on the inside and outside of the door and wiped that with a kitchen roll. I noticed that these Neff slide and hide ovens have a glass in the middle, which is where you will see some food drippings. So I have to actually take a look on YouTube and figure out how I can get the glass out to clean that as well.